So good evening, folks from across the country. Welcome to the most exciting quiz session this side of 60. So whether you are tech savvy or just savvily sipping your chai while pretending to be, you are in the right place. Tonight we are mixing bites with banter, logic with laughter, and facts with fun. There is absolutely no pressure, only pleasure, because this quiz is about connecting minds, sharing smiles, and maybe showing off that you knew what USB really stood for before your grandkids did. So sit back, stretch those neurons, and get ready because your brain is about to have the time of its life. This is again from earlier quiz. Oh wow.
আবার ভুল করলাম আবার ভুল করলাম
আরে মাঝে মাঝে ভুল করলে so you know it's working or not, system is working or not. It's working just fine. So yeah, so 7 of the we are universal serial bus. It's standard introduced in the mid 1990s to simplify connecting peripherals to computers. Like you can connect devices. Earlier used to be lots of different kinds of cables. Now there's a standard USB port that all of you may be familiar with in your laptops and even in your some of the phones also. Next
yes
one, Anvish. This is now going to become is already become a household term for children. Okay, 6
Hmm.
and one for C++, one for HTML. Okay, I don't know if Python in the reptile is any simple or not, but Python in the language form is a high-level general-purpose programming language known for its simplicity and readability. So created by Guido von Rossum and released in 1991, it is very popular in AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, and web development. So now I have a friend who has his son in class 8. He was telling ICSC. So he was telling me they are being taught Python, class 8. So it's like going to be a household name very soon, or unless it has
okay
already become. Next, also one thing I'll just point out that in Python's clean syntax makes it beginner friendly while it is being powerful. So it is used by giants like Google, NASA, and Netflix. So it's used all over the place.
okay
Next one. Next one is a giveaway from the name. Now is a very interesting, the best question of this quiz probably.
bitcoin got it
Okay, 5. Okay, good. The other interesting part is not on this question and answer, but the facts behind it. Has anybody seen any picture of Satoshi Nakamoto ever?
no
Okay, so I'll show up a bit of my knowledge here. Satoshi Nakamoto is the pseudonymous figure or group credited with inventing Bitcoin. In 2008, Nakamoto published the Bitcoin white paper outlining a peer-to-peer electronic cash system using blockchain technology. The identity remains unknown, adding to the mystic around Bitcoin. The name Vitalik Buterin and Charlie Lee founded Ethereum and Litecoin. Both are various forms of cryptocurrencies. Nakamoto's
okay
innovation revolutionized finance and birthed an entire industry. Now, who is Satoshi Nakamoto? This white paper was published under this name in 2008, and January 2009, but the first Bitcoin software was released. And Nakamoto mined the first block, Genesis block, it was named, around that time. But no one knows who Satoshi really is. It could be a pseudonym for a single person. It could be a group of developers or cryptographers, or it could be somebody using deliberate linguistic and technical camouflage.
maybe a complete non-Japanese person also.
Could be. Now, why does all this matter? Why do we need to know who's Satoshi? Because Satoshi is believed to hold over 1 million bitcoins today, which is worth billions of dollars, yet none of it has
Absolutely.
ever been encashed or moved. A sign of someone who's either values privacy above everything else or is no longer alive or active.
Possible. Yeah.
Funny part.
I hope the second one is true.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Everything goes.
But it's so facts are so
It is
unusual.
pathetic. It is pathetic.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pathetic.
pathetic. but it lends credence to the cryptocurrency because it is then a decentralized. It's not owned by anybody, controlled by anybody. Even the one who
True.
gave birth to it is not anywhere to be found.
I,
Okay.
I just trying to figure out how many bitcoins I own. It is 0.00017 something.
Okay. Okay. I have none. Great stuff. Anvesh, next one.
I think I
Yes.
came out of the quiz still seeing uh, that slide.
Anvesh, can you just help out Anupamji?
Sir, again, I am sharing link in the chat box, sir. Please check that, sir. Yes, sir.
So the first one was called Mosaic. And it
Mm.
led to this creation of Netscape Navigator. Some of us who had been early starters, we used to have Netscape Navigator before Internet
Yeah.
Explorer took over.
I thought Netscape was the first one.
Yeah. If you answer Netscape, you will get full points because it came from Mosaic only.
Correct. Okay.
I mean,
But I,
a
when
liberal
I
examiner
clicked
will
on
give you full
Nets,
points.
when I clicked on Netscape, I thought I had done it right, but then I saw Mosaic, which was I
Yeah.
never remember that.
Yeah. For a short time, it was there. I don't
Okay.
think we have used it in India much, but historically, it was there. We saw it, I think, probably from Netscape Navigator.
Okay.
And next one.
Sharp.
Okay. So Sharp
God.
started it in 2000 with a 0.11 megapixel camera. Nokia popularized mobile phones in India. Both went for Samsung. Okay. Nokia popularized mobile phones in India, but Sharp did the snapping selfies well before selfie was even a word. Anvish, so we have come to end of the first section. Can we have the scoreboard, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shashiji is Satya, NK, Banan, Anupam. Okay. The next section is about gadgets, devices, and softwares, and it has 14 questions. So now we dive into the glittering world of gadgets and gizmos, because who doesn't love their toys, whether it's a phone smarter than a politician or a watch that counts and steps while you nap. This round is for those who have tapped, swiped, clicked, and occasionally yelled, why isn't this working? If you have ever argued with autocorrect or thought Photoshop was a beauty cream, this one's for you. Let's see how well you really know your screens, machines, and everything in between. Anvish? Yeah, so it was developed by Google, but not created by Google. It was created by Android Incorporated, and it was acquired by Google in 2005. Like most good things in tech, it is usually founded by a small company, then it is taken over by a bigger one and scaled up. Next one, Anvish.
And the small company sold it to the big company for a pittance.
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. You're right. Oh,
Got
very
it
well.
right.
Okay, so most are users. Okay, the richer reaches. Okay, now a digital crown is a unique feature of Apple Watch, which basically is a modern take on the traditional watch crown, blending form with function. It helps with navigation, returns to the home screen, and even acts as a button in some apps. This feature keeps the screen clean while enhancing the smartwatch's usability and design. So you don't need to touch the screen. So you're having a samosa. There's no chance of oil spilling on the screen. You just touch the side button. Now, next one, Anvish. This is a tough one. I don't know how many of you know this. Okay. So it was released in 1994. The IBM Simon was widely recognized as the first smartphone. It combined a mobile phone with a touchscreen interface and features like calendar, calculator, note taking, and even the ability to send emails and faxes. Okay, next one. This is all for gamers. People who take interest in video games. Okay. All sorts of different responses, a mixed response. Nintendo and Sony contending. It's Sony. So I guess if you play video games, you would know. Otherwise, you wouldn't. Next one, Anvis. Okay.
No, most of our guests wrong.
I guess wrong. Okay. So think different was Apple's, because Apple is known for thinking differently. Apple's iconic advertising slogan launched in 1997. It celebrated creativity, innovation, and the idea of breaking the mold. The campaign highlighted visionaries and pioneers who changed the world, aligning Apple's brand with forward thinking and unconventional ideas. Next one, Anvish. Yeah, years are difficult. I mean, same as when you have to remember about Aurangzeb and the entire Mughal Empire. Yeah. And again, sir, all are very close to each other, so you'll be excused.
Absolutely.
2, 4, 5, 6.
You click on one and hope to be right.
Yeah.
আমার ভুল হয়ে গেল। I thought
It's
it was
equally distributed. Yeah, this kind of answers, either you absolutely, either you know or you don't. But there's an interesting trivia. Like, it was launched in 2004, fine. But who launched it and who owned this? Facebook was launched in 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg and a group of fellow students at Harvard University. Initially a social network exclusive to college students, it quickly expanded to the general public and became one of the world's largest social platforms. Now, there's a controversy about Facebook. I do not know if you're aware, so I'll just sharing. The controversy surrounding Facebook's origins primarily revolves around the allegation that Mark Zuckerberg borrowed or pirated the idea for Facebook from a Harvard-based project he was hired to work on. This was brought to light by the Winklevoss twins, Cameron and Tyler and Divya Narendra, who claimed Zuckerberg stole their idea while developing what eventually became Facebook. The summary of the controversy is that in 2003, the Winklevoss twins and Divya Narendra were working on a Harvard exclusive social network called Harvard Connection, later renamed as Connective. They enlisted Mark Zuckerberg, then a fellow student at Harvard, to help write code for the project. During that time, Zuckerberg allegedly stalled progress on Harvard Connection while simultaneously working on his own site, the Facebook, which launched in February 2004. Immediately, Connective filed a lawsuit in the same year in 2004, accusing Zuckerberg of breach of contract, misappropriation of trade secrets, and stealing their idea. The case was eventually settled after 4 years in 2008 for $65 million. There's a cultural impact to it. The controversy was dramatized in the 2010 film The Social Network. I've seen that great movie, which brought public attention to the messy and competitive origins of what became a social media empire. Although Zuckerberg denies wrongdoing, the legal settlement and media portrayal have cemented the controversy as part of Facebook's origin story. It is interesting. So somebody does, somebody takes all the credit.
Good.
So next, Anvish. This one I think is all over the place nowadays. Everybody knows. Watches movie on internet and plays games.
Relates to videography actually.
Yeah, videography actually, not only gaming. Video.
Correct.
Yeah.
I got it right too.
Not bad. And one can say, argue, why not? Fast player score is also FPS.
First player shooter is, some people refer to it. But since that was not there, so I put it frames per second.
But I want an acronym. You can say that acronym is only for this or that. One can argue.
Yeah. But a lot of people
agree.
Sukoon seniors.
Yeah,
The
not a,
FPS is not, sort of a registered acronym for
Yeah,
frames per
absolutely.
second.
Even frame programming setup, it could be.
Hmm.
The so FPS generally, as per the
Just
conventional
an
understanding,
aside,
stands for
just
frames
an
per second.
aside, just an aside, uh, and I'm sorry to uh, say it amongst ladies, it could be, you know, parts per seniors.
Yeah, FPS. You can, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And there's no gender ambiguity there also. Absolutely. But conventional wisdom says FPS stands for frames per second. How smooth the
Frames per
action
second.
looks. Yeah. Like a movie that
Correct.
flows instead of flickers. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anvesh, here we come, I think, to the last question.
ThinkPad.
It again has a tweak to it. The exact answer, correct, perfect answer is not one of the four, but you have the best choice you can take from this answer.
Iraki Baba. It's not one of the four.
It is one of the four, one way of looking at it. The best effort you can say, you can choose one of them, which will be the answer. But
Okay.
there's again a slight story behind that.
Okay. You will tell that after the question is
Everybody
over.
knows it, whoever uses this ThinkPad. Yeah, basically IBM, made ThinkPad, and then that business was taken over by Lenovo. So now it is Lenovo, but it was made by IBM.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it
Yeah,
was Apple.
ThinkPad IBM. Like even now I'm
Apple
using a
ThinkPad.
ThinkPad. I've always used ThinkPad in my life. So it was IBM is famous for ThinkPads, but now
Correct.
they don't sell it anymore. They don't have the business. It's with Lenovo. So just like
Okay.
that, our quiz ride comes to a gentle halt. No need for seat belts, just a cup of chai and a smile. You have navigated tech terms, decoded acronyms, and even danced with robots, all without needing a recharge, unless it was for your Wi-Fi. You have proven that wisdom doesn't age and curiosity doesn't retire. Whether you nailed the answers or confidently made new guesses, which is half the fun, remember, every bite of knowledge counts. So give yourselves a big virtual round of applause, no apps required. Stay connected, stay curious, and keep asking questions, even if it's just to Google why your smartphone thinks it's smarter than you. Unlike next time, may your updates be automatic, passwords remembered, and WhatsApp forwards slightly less frequent. Thank you for being part of this joyful techie evening.
thank you.
Thanks, Sukoon. And the results
Thank you
are
very much.
Thank you so much for conducting a beautiful quiz
and
program. We all
this,
enjoyed it.
yeah, thank you so much for
And
bearing with me. And this is Satyaji, Anupamji, Nanuji, and BK Vayanaji, the top four slots.
you have a wonderful evening. God bless you.
Yes, all of
Take
you,
care.
take care.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you so
Sandeep.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anuradha ji.